I am back to play with this envelope journal and answer the question, what are you going to do with those? Are they going to be pages or pockets? We're about to find out. Welcome to my channel. It's Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media, and I am going to decorate the pages and fill pockets and show you how I'm going to make the pockets and all the things. Let's see, we can start at the beginning. So I've made this with envelopes. It's all envelopes, and I've covered the envelopes, and I've made sure that I only glued down on the edges and didn't block my pockets for the envelopes. Now I just need to decide where I want my envelopes to open. So they could be on top or they could be on the side. I mean, they could be on the bottom, but then stuff's gonna fall out, so maybe don't do that. Let's see. I think this one I'll do on the top because I kind of need to even that out anyway. So we're going to take out Grandpa's scissors. Try to get it straight because that's going to mess me up with this line here. I can sort of see there. Let's hope I got that straight. Straight enough. Let's see. I did. There's the part from the envelope. See? I just took off a tiny strip from the envelope. And now this will be a top pocket. Because it's the front, I'm not going to put, well actually, no, I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to put any notch in it to signify that it's a pocket. Some of them I may, some of them I might not. Now this one, see, I've glued this down, so it's going to be a pocket. I may have to glue it down again if I cut the side, which I might do. So I might just go ahead and cut this whole side, making all kinds of side pockets. So now this will be a side pocket, and this will be a side pocket, and also a pocket up there. Oh, I did glue over enough. Good. And this will be a little pocket down here. I'll glue down this part right here. That's the nice thing. If you put your envelopes upside down, like when they're folded like sideways like this, then you end up with an extra pocket here. I mean, not that we need more pockets because we have tons of pockets. This is going to get thick. Pretty much. Alright, and then this one, which flips out like this, has a little tuck here, and we also have this pocket here. I think it's kind of easier to go in the side for pockets. I don't know. So I'm going to do this one on the side. And this one I'm going to do, oh, this one's already open on the top, so that one is a top one. And that one I just did. And this one kind of has to be on the top because it's got something glued here and something glued there. So this one will be at the top. And if I want more, oh, see, this kind of comes, so I might even go kind of like at an angle. You can do that. You don't have to keep your pocket straight. You can totally do angles. So that's that pocket. And then this is an envelope here, which is going to have to also go at the top. And this one could go on the side. I think this one, the really long pages, I think are a little bit easier if they are on the side. But that's just my personal preference. And you kind of have to use scissors, so they're not going to get, I mean, you can try using your cutter to get it perfectly straight, but we're not worried about perfect. We're letting go of perfection. And things like here are not going to be possible anyway to do on the cutter, so just do your best. Smaller scissors might have been easier, but you don't have to cut off much, just enough so that the envelope opens. And then sometimes you're going to have things inside that you might need to glue down or they'll get in the way. Glue down or tear off, but I think I'll just glue that down. You just got to pay attention to that stuff, that's all. And there's that hole. Well, there was a little hole, and I made it a bigger hole, and I might make more holes in the journal. Because, you know, then Robin can say, holy journal, Batman. That one already has an opening. I think this one is definitely going to need to be on the side. But I might not be able to go all the way up because of that there is going to make it a little bit harder. Because I glued the whole thing down. Of course I did. Oh, what I can do though, in that case, is if I'm careful and don't go too deep, I can just take a utility knife or X-Acto knife and just gently, just nice, try not to go through the envelope on the back. For that matter, don't even have to have it cut off, but just to be able to get into that envelope. And let's go ahead and glue that bit down there. See, I'm not sure if I can get that rest of that off or not, but we'll try gently and carefully. Gently and carefully cutting it out. And it worked. I mean, I can always come in and glue something on there if I don't like the way it looks. I can fold something across here. Oh, let's go ahead and glue this down here. So it's not all flippity floppity. If I had glued something on there, it wouldn't be quite so flippity floppity. So that's how you get around that kind of thing. Alright, so we have pocket there, and then this one, let's see, we have this one, so I might just go ahead and show you top pockets. This one's going to have to be a top pocket. Alright, so since this is hard to get into with the fork, with the scissors is the end of it, I'm going to use a ruler and utility knife. And we're not pressing down super hard, just, you know, we'd rather go a few times lightly than take a chance of it slipping and cutting ourselves or something. So that one's on the top. This one, it now sticks up off the top, so this one's going to also be at the top. Sometimes that's what's going to determine where you put your pocket is. Okay, is something sticking out a little further than I'd like? Then let's go ahead and fix that. Alright. I mean, not that we need it to be perfect. Remember, we're not worrying about perfection, but alright, this one. And that is another way to do it. You could just do this for all your pockets, because then you will definitely, you know, you should be able to get them straight. But cutting them with scissors is also a valid way to do it. Yeah, this was a journal that I just wanted to cover with gel plate prints as much as possible and not worry. I just wanted it totally covered and not worrying about, you know, I think I'm going to strengthen this, not worry about how perfect it is. So just glue that on there to strengthen it, because this tucks into it, and that was a pretty flimsy piece of the envelope basically. I might even put like a little tag here. So now we know how I made the pockets. Now we need to decorate the pages and fill the pockets, which should be pretty fun. So for each pocket, I'm going to need to cut a piece to fit, basically. So I don't measure. Let's see. Let's find. I've got. Oh, this one might work. I have my what are these called? Collage papers, and I thought those might be a good way to do this. So I'm going to do my sarcastic precise measurement. Alright, I'm going to be trimming this on this side because it's, you know, it doesn't have stuff on it. And I need to come in a little bit on each pocket, remembering that I want it to fit. So there, and that's the bottom, just a little bit in from the top a little bit. So there we go with that. And I don't want to forget which pocket it's for. So I'm just going to go ahead and And I will back that before, you know, at some point. So now I have a piece to put in here. And I'm just going to keep doing that for all the pockets. Having it be a little bit smaller is good. And let's see, this one, which one? This one's going to be a really tall one. I'm going to go ahead and take painty paper for that one. And I'm going to go ahead and do it on the back. Ooh, the back's kind of cool too, huh? So I'm going to cut it here and in a little bit here. And do I have white up there? Yes, I do. So there. And it needs to fit. This is a side one, right? So I need to make sure that it's a little bit shorter than the pocket. And I'm going to need a bigger. We need the big one for this. Yeah, the other one, it slides. It's super annoying when it does that. Did I forget that I need to take some of this edge off? Alright, but before I do that, let me just go ahead and... Oh my goodness. This is a weird way to do it, but you know. Oh, I think I cut off the piece that told me how wide to make it. Alright, that's about right. I did. Alright, that's okay, because we need to cut off this end anyway. And right about there. That's our precise, right past that dark spot. There we go. You can measure. You can measure and use that kind of a thing if you want to. Or you can do like me and just use your pocket to figure out the size, and you do a pretty good job of getting it perfect. Perfectly in there because you're using the pocket itself. Okay, I have cut down my tags and journal cards and backed them all. So I'm just going to go through here page by page. I don't know that I want to put anything on the front of this or not. I might save that to the... Or he might be super cute. We do love a... Now, from what I learned, fauna is animals of the forest. So I tried to mostly pick animals of the forest for what I'm doing. And then you're also getting kind of a sneak peek at some digitals I'm working on, because you know I have to play with them and make sure they're going to work. So I've got some flora and some fauna, and we have our flips. Say flip, fly, and some. Oh, and we'll have some birds. They fly. Actually, well, this, yeah, he faces the. So these are just easy fussy cuts that I'm working on, and I'll have like tag backgrounds and whatnot that I've created digitally. Well, started out as gel plate prints that I then work digitally on. Okay, here's the thing. I don't really want to cover up that too much. Also, I don't want it perfectly square, which is not a problem. I'm not sure if I like him on the front though. What was it? Oh, we got the bird. The bird is pretty. You can cut them, or you can use your deckled edge ruler, or just even a regular ruler. And you can cut off that part, or you can even trim it beyond that part and have the other paper showing, but maybe not the next fussy cut piece. Or you can cut that off completely. Let's see how it looks. Alright, I like his orange on here. Let's see. And that will show, but I think I do want to go ahead and just cut here and fussy cut this end over here. Some of these leaves, they don't have to be perfect. They're just leaves. And then the rest of that I will just, whoops, tear. Sort of. Then I guess I'll go, I don't know, do I hate that? I might not hate that. I don't think I could get it to do that again to save my life, but you know. And this is too... The thing is, if I, well, Now it's a not straight, but that's okay. I actually probably will prefer it that way. Just go ahead and ink this up on the edges. When you tear it, it inks a little bit differently than when you cut it. That's all. That's what I was trying to get out of my face, is those words. So there you go. I think that will work. I don't need to make any or many more pockets. I mean, it's okay if I cover that a little bit, but I want most of it to show at least. So, and now my question is, do I want to layer anything else behind there? I know that's like white and bright and doesn't make a lot of sense, but I don't hate it either. Let's try inking it up, grunging it up, maybe tearing off this part. Not that I don't want music back there, I can. I just kind of would want, see how inking it up makes such a big difference? And we don't have a lot of pink in here in the book, but we do have some. But there's none on the cover and there's none showing. But I still kind of like it. It kind of, the juxtaposition of the pretty flowers in the grungy journal, I don't know. There's just something about it I like. So I'm going to do it. Because I can. So I'm just going to go through page by page, pocket by pocket, hopefully go fairly quickly. Maybe I'll try to be quiet during the gluing part so that I can just fast forward through them, edit them out or something. Depends on how long the video gets. I'm using art glitter glue. You could, well, because there's a lot of paint on here and it's a little bit slick, I would probably use art glitter glue or some kind of good tacky glue. I don't know that I'd trust glue stick on there. So there's the cover, and then we have our first journal card, and I will round the edges. Will I round the edges? Yes, I will. I will round the edges because, ha ha ha, I'll do it with a 1/2 inch. Okay, and I backed this one, and that's folded over, and then I glued it down so it would be nice and grungy. Like I think this is on crooked. That might drive me crazy, but that's okay. See, we've got orange, yellow, and turquoise. So I think one of these two, if I want to be all matchy-matchy. Do I want to be all matchy-matchy? I don't know. And even if you wanted to fussy cut out these flowers, you at least have like not a stark white background when you do. Or just cut them out like this, and then you don't have to worry about cutting all those inside-y bits because I've already done it for you. Alright, we've got this yellow down here. Alright, I think that works. And I tried to make some of these taller for taller tags because I knew I would have some. I could even come down like that and put a label up there. Or I could, you know me, I don't like to do things right in the middle, but... Or I could come up here and put a label down here. Either way, I lose that middle part, and that's okay. I'm going to do focal points now and go back and do labels and stuff like that later. It's kind of how my brain works. And my tabs. I think I'll do my tabs later too. First I gotta find the book. Oh my goodness. Alright, so we got that in there so far. Now here, this works good for writing space. You put him right there. He still pokes out a little bit. Glue the flower the rest of the way on there would be good. Glue the flower on and make sure he's poking out. He's peeking out of there. Isn't he so cute? He's so cute. Oh my goodness. I could even put a notch right there. Oh, I kind of want to now. Now that I said that, it's kind of what I want to do, but which... Oh, I can't get that in there either. Alright. I wonder... I could just, I wonder if I could do that and then cut it, because that's kind of what I want. Oh, we'll try it. I just can't get in there because this is glued. Not that I can't like cut it or something, but I just want his little face to come showing through. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot that would happen. That's alright. because when the tag's in there, who will care? Because now his face shows and it's totes adorbs. We'll just go ahead and ink that up a little bit. I haven't inked anything in here, I'm surprised. Okay, just ink some stuff. And then his cute little face. We love it. You know you love it. You know I love it. We all just love it. We love it. We're just saying we love it while we look for this. And make this one a tag. And I'm not upset about the pink because, hey, we had pink here and then we have pink on the first page. So we know, and there's a little bit of pink there too. We know pink's going to be a thing. This up here will bug the heck out of me. So there's definitely going to be a label or something going over there. All right. That's it. The black swan it is. It only took us how long to figure that out? And there will be a label or something that goes at the top. But like I said, I'm going to just do the focal points now and do the labels later. The labels and the tabs and whatnot I'll do afterwards. All right, his face. All right, and I might put, what could I put up here? Anything? I don't want to cover up too much of it. I mean, it's there to be pretty, so that's good. We need some blank space, and somebody could potentially, possibly write on that. Oh, we got our side pocket. Almost forgot about the side pocket. You know, the only way I'm going to not forget about that side pocket is to give it a little notch. Can we do it? Will that fit in there? Yes, it will. There we go, little notch. Now our, oh, this one's already done. Do we just want to put that one in there? I kind of do. All right. I mean, I could still put something on the other side too if I wanted to. All right, what do we want to put on the front here? Ooh, we got the purple. This might actually be really pretty. Alright, I don't want to cut off the top, but I'm going to rip it up to the flower, and then I'm just going to fussy cut that top bit of the flower. And if I wanted more of the background to show, I could, you know, like I said before, cut off like one side of this. And then I'll put a label up there. I could move this up a little bit. Or I could put it up here and put a label down here. Let's see, I can do the European hole punch there. And then maybe put a label down here. I think that might be what I do. Put a little label at the bottom this time. Put this up near the top a little bit. So I will let you know when this is available as a digital. I'm not sure if it'll be my shop. I'm going to start making some digitals for PM Artist Studio as well as have some in my shop. Like they'll be different. The ones in the PM Artist Studio will not be the same ones that are in my Ko-fi shop. And I got rid of all the ones in my Etsy shop because all I was doing was paying for them to just sit there. Alright, oh, I will go ahead and do the European hole punch. In case you're wondering what in the world I'm talking about. I'm talking about this punch. I hope I gave myself enough room because I didn't double check. Oh yes, I did. Good. That does like the tag punch, you know, like a tag in a store kind of sort. It's a European tag punch, and this one's by We Are Memory Keepers. It's a little pricey, but I mean, I like it. It means that I don't have to put a fancy ribbon up there. I can just put that, and it fills up some space. Hey, you're not supposed to fall out. He might need a little something to hold him in here. Just a little. I mean, is that crazy? It's a little bit of the piece from the. You just put it up here, just a little headband to hold him in there. Because this is not a very, or I could make the pocket a little bit deeper, like on this side, ticket or something. But that, I'll remind me later that when I get out my tickets and my labels that I want to put one here, or scrap, something. This tag I made skinny enough to fit so that when this folds, it will be okay. And if I put this on here, I just would have them hang off the edge because I don't want to totally lose this. You know what I mean? I kind of like him on here because it brings the orange down. Then I could make it a flip, and that way you could still write on the back. Or flip down. Which way should we flip it? Well, it'd be hard to write on. Well, not impossible though. And flipping it this way, that would be actually harder to write. Actually, down might be the best way. Let's just go ahead and make him a flip down. I'm going to take a piece of paper and fold it in half. And alright, it's going to go off a little bit, so I need to make sure that can still bend up. And I don't mind if he's kind of off the edge a little bit, or she. Cute little vixen that she is. Alright, actually that's the perfect width, but I'm going to just kind of bring it in. Going to go all the way to the left. Alright, I'm going to glue it right here. Part glitter glue on. Paint is preferable. I think I mentioned that earlier. I might not have put that exactly the right place, but that's okay. And then glue on this side. And stick the tag right here. Make sure it comes right to the edge, because if the tag goes further than the fold, it's not going to open right. There we go. I can always cover that with something later. I'm not worried about it right now. So now we have another flip. Flip! Oh, my niece. When she was about 18 months old, she would say that. Flip! Alright, I think he would be cute on here. And it's okay, because he'd be hiding in the pocket. The fox can't find him. Or we're just gonna, animals live in the forest together, and we're not gonna worry how close they are in the foresty bits of the world here. We're just not gonna worry today. It's not gonna be a problem. It's all gonna be fine. Everything's fine. But I put him down towards the bottom so that there'd be this, so I could put it on a tall tag still and have it not look kind of weird. You know what I mean? And then I'll figure out, I think this will be just like a tag. And I don't know if I'll put a hole in the top or not, but I'm going to put him down here. Have as much of that green showing as I can, and that green there is nice. And just do a little. Sometimes if I do it again, I'll get a little bit further in, but not always. Oh yeah, this right here, because of the purple. We've got some purpley bits happening. That was taking chances. The only reason I did that is so that I could cut. I want to rip. You know I want to rip it. I'm going to rip up to the bottom of that flower there and rip over to the bottom of the flower, and then fussy cut the bottom of that flower. There's tulips in the forest, right? It doesn't matter. And the same over here. I'm actually going to come down a little bit, and I'm going to rip over to the top of that flower and over that way, and fussy cut that little bit at the top. Just makes it feel a little bit less, what's the word I want? Also, kind of want, well, it's alright, we can cover that. It's not the end of it, actually. Let's put that there. It shows better here. And then maybe I'll find a label for there. Now what about up here? Ooh, how about him? He's kind of cool there. Alright, him it is. And just decorating the whole journal. It's more of a, well, there are places to journal if you want to, but I would say it's probably a little bit more to look at, more of a lookbook. Sure, we use soap in the woods, right? See, because this is like a blue-green, so I was thinking that might be kind of nice over there. I could make it a pocket, but we have enough pockets. And over here, did I not have a red? I have an orange flower, which I could still put like a fussy cut something in front of the orange flower if I wanted to, or just keep it as the flora. Might not be woodsy flora, but it's flora. I like this one here. What about, where did my birds go? I had a packet of birds here, just like regular old birds. Animals. I have animals too. And do we have any woodsy animals? Nope. Cat, elephant, nope. Bunny. Might be able to bring him in somewhere. Oh, the skunks. I mean, it's an eclectic book. We can have different styles of animals. They don't all have to be the pretty watercolory type. Oh, we got him already cut out. Got a rabbit walking away. There's another rabbit and a squirrel. Sorry, kitty, you're not of the forest. Neither are you, doggy. Another rabbit. No, no kitty. What else? Cat, big bunny, little bunny, stuffed bunny, elephant. I mean, they're of the forest, aren't they? That's Winnie the Pooh and his friends. We might stick that in there just for funsies. Oh, we've got some. There's a bigger bunny. Oh, he's got to go in my other journal. He's a jumping thing. He's got to go up there in that journal. A mouse. Phone's ringing. Oh, this is a frog that was in my yard. Okay, we'll put him over there. Sloth, but not of forest, more of jungles, right? Oh, chipmunks. I don't feel like cutting him out right now. There's another squirrel. Ooh, this little frog guy, maybe. Mouse in a tree, not really. We have some pink in there. We could do those bunnies, maybe. I always pull out way more than I will ever use. Hold on, we have another frog. And a dog. He's not fauna. He doesn't. Well, there might be some dogs living in the forest. Just. Oh my goodness. I can't tell if he's the one jumping or not. In this book by Gyo Fujikawa, there were all these little animals that were like animals, kids and animals jumping on the page, and it was so stinking cute. And I've used them in one of my personal journals. Somebody asked me about my journals. I don't really write in journals per se. What I do is I kind of use them more like a commonplace journal. And a commonplace journal is just a journal where you put pictures of things or even words or write whatever you want to do of things that you like. So, oh, beaver. We don't have any beavers. Oh, chipmunk. There's a bigger bunny. Otter. We don't have any otters. And so that's, you know, I mostly, you know, glue pictures down in my journals or decorate a page, or I do an art page or a glue page or a collage page. I don't use journals the way you traditionally think of a journal. I do have my morning pages that I sometimes remember to write, which is from The Artist's Way. Well, she actually probably got it from somewhere else, where you just kind of free flow write every morning. But every morning is not something I do. I don't do anything every day. I would have to rebel against that if I were to make myself do it. So it's not something I do. Where? I know some of you are like, the blue flower is up. No, that's not the blue flower. Although he would work there with the fishies too, wouldn't he? Kind of. He was what I was looking for before, for where I put the bear. This is where I ended up putting that. Ooh, what about there? What about there? What about us? What about? And I threw the ruler again, didn't I? Way over here. It's not helpful, Darcy. It's because we can have him just right there. This was one of the statues at my aunt's place, little frog statue. I took pictures of them when I was up there, and then, you know, kind of fussy cut them out. And did I not ink that? No, I did not ink that. Why would I ink it when that's all I want to do is I want to ink it, but I'm gonna forget and then have to re-glue the whole dang thing. Dagnabbit. Alright, so for all of you that already said happy birthday to me, you don't have to say it again, but today is actually my birthday. And I get to play in my journal. I'm so happy. My dad got home yesterday. He was up, you know, doing his appointments and visiting his mom and sisters. Both his sisters were there. Ooh, there's this too. And that. Oh, okay, that's fine. Okay, we know what's going on that page. We just have, if it's upside down, it will, oh, it's right here. Oh my goodness, how many? There we go. Decorated page. And, you know, it all, I was really random with the gel plate prints that I put down. But though, don't they all start to come together when you do things like have the blue and green flower with this blue and green here, and we've got blue and green back here, which brings that over here, which has orange, which this has orange, and this has orange. And, you know, we've got this purple over here, and there's a similar color over there. I don't know. It's working for me. Let's see. This needs something. And we have this. Just kind of cover all those connections. Oh, I had to cut up the top of this too. It was folded over and glued down or something. So I had to make that a little bit wider up there for this giant tag to fit in. There we go. And let's see. And then we've got this page and this tag we're working on. So this will bring, it's, you know, I knew that was going to be in here. So we've got it here and we've got it here. Definitely want to ink it up. Ooh, 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 ink it up. She's a very tall tag. The kind you don't take home to mama. Do, 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 do. I might see if I put something smaller on here, what I would probably do is then find a quote. It'd be pretty in there, and I could put a quote down here and just put a little piece of something behind him. I don't know. I don't hate this right here. Just because something is in a kit as a tag does not mean you have to use it as a tag. You just cut off that tag part. Make it a scrap. Now you can collage with it, or you can layer with it. I'm not sure why. I think, well, there's kind of this purpley color in the flowers down there. Maybe it's why. Also, just gonna bring him down. I don't know. It's crazy enough it might work, but it doesn't make a lot of sense per se. And he's really red. There's no other, well, there was this red here. That's why I was thinking of him. Oh, I like him there. That would be work as well. And then do a quote. Alright, so I guess we're not going to back him. We were, and then we changed our mind. Sometimes that's what happens. You think you want something, and then you don't. But what you do want is to just cover that. And I know he's too small for this giant tall tag, but if I put a quote or something like that down here, then that will take up that space. I'll find a quote in a minute. I have to look for my quotes, you know? Oh, he would have been pretty there, too. Let's see. Oh my goodness, just go in there. Go in there. A bird. Let's see about, oops. Yes, a bird with a butterfly. We're taking that kind of a chance. He's got a, oh look, they're little cute little couple of birds, aren't they? Do they fit there? I didn't think they were going to fit there. I wasn't seriously going to use those. But now I think they kind of work there. And it's a carving in the wall butterfly, not a real butterfly. Look at all these tiny animals next to those giant birds. We don't care. Not sure where else I'd use these. So if you have like really big fussy cut pieces that won't fit on a tag, put them on a page. It's all good. You can decorate your pages with your fussy cuts. You don't have to just do focal points on tags and journal cards and pockets. You can also do them on your pages. You could do them in the middle, on the edge, on the corner, wherever you like. Now I had that over a little bit more, I think. Oh, come on. There we go. And I was able to because there's that wide envelope there. That's nice. All right, that I don't really need to do much for. Somebody could journal there if they wanted to. This I'm going to take care of on the other side. Do I want something over here? Where's my other animals I had pulled out? Oh, where do you want to go, dude? You got a monkey on your back? I think you have a monkey on your back. You got a monkey on your back. Well, see, paper's got... That just... I'm sorry, but it makes me laugh, so I have to put it there. Because if I put him there, he's got a monkey on his back. Can I say that a few more times? This is from one of those Reader's Digest animal books. You got a monkey on your back. I'm going to... Where's that? Okay. I'm going to cover up a couple of those seams there. And... Oh, did we not glue your tail? I could have sworn I glued your tail. Might have, but you know, then I dilly-dallied and didn't sally forth. Alright. He has a monkey on his back. Do I want to do anything here? That was one of the things I was trying to figure out. Like, got a beaver. Don't say it, Eddie. There's a little frog happening over here. He's just looking at things. He's just like, he could be a tab sort of off the side of a page. Ooh, then we have this frog. He's eyeing the frog, but that frog's gonna jump. I don't hate him there. Alright. Oh, he could be a tab off the side of a page too, though, because he's on cardstock. This was a frog. This frog has seen me naked. Yes. He was in the shower. I thought he was a toy frog because I have sons, and toy frogs made much more sense in my world than having a real frog in my shower. And I screamed when I realized when he moved. And I was like, "That's not a toy frog." And we put him outside, and I think he was in shock and had to rest for a minute. So my son got a picture of him sitting on the leaf. I think he put him on the leaf when he took him outside and was able to then take a picture of him. So yes, that frog was traumatized because it saw me naked. Yep, who can say that? Not a lot of people. I might just ink this side. You can use anything as a tab, even a leaf with a frog on it. Let's see, what do we think about him? I don't know, I'm just determined to use him. Great. I want to do something here. Oh, we do have the purple over here. So the hummingbird could work. Waited to cut off his beak until I was ready to put him on, because otherwise, you know what will happen? It will cut off his freaking beak. That's what will happen. I won't cut it off. It'll just rip off in transit. Alright. Let's definitely get some glue on his poor little beak and that tiny little feather. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna cover that. Oops. And figure out something over here maybe. Ooh, I kind of like these guys for right here. I do. I like them there. I've got the other black swan at the beginning, and we've got these two little black, I think they're swans. I don't think they're geese. I think they're swans. They get the fluffy. If they're geese, I don't care. I still like them. They're going to be fun. They live in the forest. They're a little rough and tumble. I think they live in the forest. Also, their beaks are really nice with the yellow. That's probably what I like best about it, is the color coordination. You know, where I didn't do a lot of color coordinating in the rest of the book. That part I did. We could make him a little uptuck somewhere. Is what we could do with him. Kind of tones that page down a little bit. I mean, this has been in my stash since I first started, because I really like the look of like black and white, or you know, black pen ink drawings or whatever on coffee dyed paper. And so I would do stuff like that. Obviously, how I do things has changed a bit. Get the glue off the back of that. There we go. Now he's a little uptuck. So now we maybe finally found a place to put Mr. Raccoon. right there. That's perfect. Okay. Oh, do we have a tag in here we haven't done anything with? Yes, of course we do. Alright. Oh, I don't hate that. That I kind of like. I know, just random Winnie the Pooh and his friends. Just because we can. I mean, they are fauna, come on. They're stuffed fauna, but they're still, they walk around in the woods like they're real. Alright, and flip. Alright, and do you guys want to be here? Have a quote down below or label or something. That works for me. I think I'm getting like, I just want to finish now. You ever get that way? You're just like, I've done this long enough. I just want to be done. But I can't start my next project until I finish this one because this chronic unfinisher, for some reason, this time has to finish it because there's another project in the works and that needs to get started, and that's like a need, so therefore, well, no, I must work on this. That's what must be happening apparently. Oh, we have this one here. Do we want to put anything on that? I mean, oh, I made this so that it could potentially be a pocket. I forgot about that. We got this big bunny. He's got a little, usually I use, these I think came from Target, made for retail. And then I just trace them usually. And I don't hate him on there. And I still got others I can trace. And he's got a little something on his ear, but that's okay. I know he covers a lot of the design, and that's okay too. He just kind of looks cool. Alright. Should we just leave the one ear that flaps? It's got a flappy ear. It's cardstock too, so what I could even do, just glue the bottom, and glue this part of his belly here, and glue this part of his ear up here. And now, he could be a tuck, and we could just put like a piece of paper in there for someone to journal. I mean, because, you know, let's just make the thickest journal card we could possibly make in the world. That'll be fun. Where's my other little fussy cut guys? Any of them? Any of them? Bueller. We got the greens right on here. Helps if you put it upside right, people. Just saying. I love this grungy bit here. Just love it. Oh, glue down. And if it bothered me too much that this was all the way to the green and that wasn't, I could just put a little label there. But it's going to hide back here, so, oh my goodness. You want to glue all the way to the edge, or you are going to irritate yourself when you can't get it into the stupid little pocket. Alright. Not putting anything. Oh, I do need to be careful of his ear when I put him in there. Or I could turn him the other direction, but there we go. That's a nice big envelope there. Ooh, do we want to put him here? He's got an iguana coming out of his face. It's okay. That's not weird at all. We can put him down a little bit. We don't have to have the iguana coming right out of his face. We can just have it coming out of his eyeball. Still part of his face, but you know, he's in the background. He's behind a few things. He's not actually. He's just behind him on a sideways tree. When I get my tickets and whatnot and labels and whatnot, I'll probably put something there. Got them there. I could put something there, but I mean, it's just a flip up, and there's interest on there. So, did we do this one in here? Yes, we did. Okay, and we have the up tuck there. I'm going to do that over here too. We're going to tear to the leaf, tear up to the leaf, into the leaf, and then just fussy cut these bits. Because we can, and I think it just makes it a little bit interesting, because then it kind of looks more like you maybe layered it instead of having not to cut it out in the first place, the middle bits, which are the hardest bits to have to go around and cut out. And that's why I like to make easy fussy cuts. I set this one for a further back, like right there. Seems right. It still will need, I still will want to put a label. If I say it needs it, then I won't want to do it. I want to put a label on there. I'm very rebellious sort, just so you know. And if you're new to my channel, I am older than I sound. Just saying, I might put a label down this way because I like this up here. Alright, here we go. Oh, crumbs. My glue fell. I knocked it right onto the floor. But it's working. The glue gods are with me on my birthday. That's really nice of you, glue gods. I have not had any glue issues. Knock on plywood. So far, so good with the glue. That's pretty. And then a label will go on there. We might make it a... I like tall tags, and I cannot lie. I can always come back through and ink these later. I don't have to do that right this second. And if you ever, like, if your pocket is stuck, you can just take your ruler and just go like this to get any glue bits that you didn't get the first time. As long as you were careful, there shouldn't be so much glue that you can't get around it. That one sticks out just a tiny bit, and actually, I kind of like that though. And, okay, oh, we still have that one, okay. So we have this little one here, which will potentially go this way. We have this cute little duck. And then we could put a quote up here maybe. Yep, we are getting to the point where we're just like, yeah, looks good enough to me. Oh, he could even go in there. He'd be perfect right there, wouldn't he? We never did anything with our frog. We're looking for our ink that's right in front of our freaking face. Alright, you go in here. Which gives some stability to that little bit right there. Oh, what if we just put these daisies in here somewhere? I like daisies. Oh, they brighten that up. Alright, I'm sorry, I've totally squirreled, I'm aware. I didn't want to fussy cut these daisies, and I haven't given them a, an easy fussy cut yet. They will get an easy fussy cut at some point. For now, they're just gonna be a bright spot in this journal. So we have some yellow here. Yellow, yellow, yellow. And I like daisies. Daisies are my favorite, one of my favorites. I mean, I like lots of flowers. I'm not against any flowers, let's just say. I mean, a bird and a fish. I mean, a bird. This makes more sense. He's just gonna poke right out of that fish. He's just like, fish? I like fish. I like fish. Because I like otters. Otters are adorable. Oh, and we have this little... Just gonna put... Wait, do we want to put... I usually put things at the bottom, but you know what? I think we're gonna put him up there. Or her. We're just gonna... I like when things go over a window just a little bit. He's in the air. I realize that. I don't really care. What about him? He's got daisies too. We'll just bring some daisies over this way. Oh, we're covering up the fish's mouth. Oh well. Oh well. What about you? Do you want to be somewhere? I think you do want to be somewhere. I think you are a little bird. A little fat bird. We love fat birds. All right. Don't worry about keeping the bird's little claws because there's no claws for that. There's no cause for keeping all the claws. Alright, and we're gonna figure out how your foot goes on there. This little fat bird and the little fat birds last week, oh crap, are in claws. We took off the claws, and now he just doesn't want to keep any of his toes now, apparently. Louisa Heinzel's funny focal points. Oh my word, where's... Of course it's not there. Why would it be there? Funny focal points is where the little fat birds... Okay, you're going to have one toe. The other toe's gone forever. This is what happens when you try to glue with sticky fingers. If you're wondering what the heck is happening and why he's losing all his appendages. I mean, I could just put a flower in front of him. That's another somewhat solution when you lose appendages. Just stick some flowers in front of the poor little creature. Or just glue them back on if you're able. If the glue's not sticking to your finger so bad, yes, he's floating in the air. We're not going to care. These bunnies, yeah, they're too fancy. I mean, he might be alright. Let's just put flora and fauna everywhere. Just wherever the heck. Oh, he's not floating if I put him there. He's kind of standing on that blue bit. That blue little piece of whatever, which I could have done with the bird. Or maybe we'll float a flower up there. There you go. He connects all that. We're all connected in this world. He could be a tab, really. He could come off the edge a little bit. This is a big page. Do we want him in? These are the mountains. Rivers and mountains, yeah. I might have just made Eddie spit out his drink. I'll put that beaver down there. And now he probably didn't hear it. He's like, what did she just say under her breath that I might have spit my drink out for? And now he's just had to rewind it and see what I said. As all you all did. It's going to be like a higher volume. What did she say? I like to keep you all on your toes. What about you? You're kind of cute there. I don't hate it. Little baby squirrel. I mean, who doesn't love a little baby squirrel? And when I'm looking at for squirrels, they're always like giving me like the little red squirrels with the little pointy things on their ears. Well, guess what kind of squirrels we have in my neighborhood? We have gray squirrels and black squirrels, which is just a gray squirrel with more pigmentation, but you know. So this little gray squirrel, that's what I have in my area, my neighborhood. All right, let's see. Anywhere else need a little bit more? We got them. I love them. We could put something back here. Where'd that owl go? I never did put the owl. Oh, we still have this giant card to deal with. I think I can understand why I was trying to avoid it. I think I understand myself a little bit more now. I think I know why I was avoiding that. I did glue that down, but it did not stay down. So, in that case, what we do is we just bring in a staple and... Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold the phone. I cannot do... Oh, I can do a staple here. Maybe. A little Frankenstein happening there. Well, that one is not as tall, so he doesn't stick out as much. So we'll just put the... And, oh my goodness, the green there. Oh, he needs to go there. What about you? You might eat him. You might too, but you look full. Alright. We're going to have to give him something to keep him from flying off. Or just put him sideways. This... Oh, he goes under there. Oh, I was thinking about decorating under there. But you know, I could do that. Was this in a pocket somewhere that I never decorated? Oh my word. What is wrong with me? I think it is. It was from here. Yes. I have 2 more tags to decorate. Oh my goodness. Decorating tags and bases is harder than you think. Do I want purple on that? I don't really. I don't really want purple on this either. Alright, we are going to find a thing to use. Hold the phone. I've got butterflies. And, yes, that one is a little too matchy-matchy. Let's see. Let's maybe do the 3 butterfly things. Ooh, this is like, reminds me of those colors. Well, they're not, but could we do the 3 butterflies going up the page? I mean, that's a possibility. I'm not sure how much I love it. Let's see. I mean, I love him, but he doesn't really go with that. He can go in the book somewhere, though. But maybe I don't want them to go up straight, like on a Tim Holtz, whatchamacallit. Maybe I want them to be more like, but I don't have, I mean, I have smaller butterflies, but they're different. So, but if I use these butterflies, then I would be able to do a smaller one in the middle, but he's much bigger. These are collage papers that I used on the did the impresslets with, the Tim Holtz impresslets. I guess two is balanced, right? Just do 2. That works. I could do a flower up the middle here, right? A flower, la fleur. Oh, we never did anything. Well, chickens, these little baby chicks are probably not in the forest, are they? Potentially not. Oh, here's our owl. I mean, does he want to be surrounded by giant butterflies? No, he doesn't. Where's that smaller tag? He was going to go on here, right? I remember now. I remember now. Also, I want to grab the small one and see if I can cut out those holes that are in this so that the paper shows through the back. Oh my word. I'm stressing right now because I know this is like a wicked long video, and I know I'm going to edit it, but I don't know how much editing. And I know some of you are like, oh, I watch all the video, I don't care how long it is, I love, you know. And some of you say nothing because you're just like, I'm just going to skip through the parts I want to skip through anyway, and the people that want to watch the long ones can watch the long ones, and it's all good. It's copacetic. Okay, finishing up this journal card tag. I haven't decided yet. Probably a journal card because it's fat. I mean, it would be a pretty fat tag if I did it as a tag. But, and once I find my fancy corner cutter thingamabob, it's like Shell's. Shell, the Rambling Crafter. It's like hers. Ooh, what about a frog? Does he want to be here? Just dreaming about butterflies. Butterflies in the sky. Do 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 do. He's just dreaming. He's in a dream world. I don't hate it. All right, we're just gonna do it because we need to finish it. It needs to get done. This is gonna be a wide tag now, and I haven't even thought about what's gonna show through the. Oh, I just realized though that this is upside down. So my butterflies are now gonna go the opposite. Is this the one I had down here? Oh, he should go a little higher now, I think. Goodness gracious. I like the circles though. And then this one is going to show a little bit through the window. That messes me up. Oh, it totally messes me up. It was totally different before. Because here, I had a butterfly here and a butterfly here. But when I do it this way, I would still want my butterfly there and my butterfly here, which then I don't have anything for the window, but that's okay. From the window to the wall. We're not going to worry about it. Alright, this one's going to go down here. He's going to go right about there. Right where I just had them and then ripped them off, basically, right? Kind of don't have a lot of choice about that. But this one can go a little lower then. Just covering up the corner of that so it's not so square. Even if it is hip to be square, we're still... Alright, and then... How about that? Because then his wing will show in the window, I think. But then the whole, we might add some labels or tickets or something to fill out some of the really big blank areas that are just like, why didn't you think about what you wanted to do with me? It's not that I didn't think about it, but I didn't really want to line them up if I wasn't lining them up. Do we want to fit like a half of a butterfly over here? Is that weird? Or here? I mean, that's very heavy on this side, not much on this side. Maybe that's not the right butterfly. Maybe that's the problem. Then we have 3, well, 2.5 technically, but do I really want to cut off a butterfly? I wish I had a smaller butterfly that was like this. Come on, Tim. Make a smaller impresslet. For me, just for me. Because this butterfly is too different. I guess if I hadn't put him on there, I could have put a 3rd butterfly right there. It's a little too late for that. That's alright. Alright, I'm just going to round my corners. Giant journal card. Now, I could even just turn it the other direction and just put something in where the window is going to be. But first, let's move this out of here. Let's go ahead and see how it looks through the window. Oh, he does show in there. I mean, obviously a little heat got on my window, but that's not bad. Alright, we're going to stick this bird in here, and he's just going to stay on the inside of that little flap. And he's peeking out. Oh, I love that. Alright, that's even better. Alright. Alright, did we put the journal card back in there? Nope. Now I'm going to turn off the camera. Well, or I'll do another video. I don't know. I still got a few more things to do in here. I'll do a flip through in another video, and then you'll see anything else that I add. Which will probably be some tabs and labels and whatnot. But I'm going to have to cut out quite a bit out of this video, unless you really like 2-hour videos. Seriously, it's a lot. Alright, I hope you guys have a delightful day. Love you.